episode 5 of WAZZUP with Nitro Dave and John.
And June.
And John. So, all right. Well, today we are going to cover quite a few things. And let me give you an outline of the show for today. For one, for you guys that aren't familiar with the show, we go live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We cover about 90 minutes of racing talk, what events are coming up, what events we've been to, any interviews we had done, and tech tips. Today, after our special guest, we're actually going to dissect a solenoid and explain the functions of how a solenoid works. Aaron, can you shut that door? All right, so there was several events this weekend, but the weather kind of got the best of some of them.
Yep.
And so, first of all, Hell at Dale was supposed to happen this weekend, and people were there testing on Friday, or was that Thursday?
That was Friday. They was testing.
Okay, they were testing Friday, and Hell at Dale was supposed to be on Saturday, but the weather canceled it out.
Correct. They had a bunch of rain forecasted.
Yep. So seen some weird weather going on, but I did see that Jeff Nizer was back.
Yeah.
In his car.
He was driving.
He was driving. So he's recovered from his heart attack. So some of y'all may not know he had a heart attack, and whenever he got in the car to try to drive the car after the heart attack, like holding his arms up here hurt.
Yeah.
So he put Rylan McClaskey in the seat, which they won some money with him.
Rylan's a good driver.
Oh yeah, he's good. So anyways, Jeff Nizer, we're happy to see you back in the seat and ready for competition.
Very happy.
Now, West Abilene put on, they opened, this track has been closed for like 3 or 5 years or something like that. And you're talking about a virgin concrete.
Brand new. As no prep as it gets.
I don't know if it's brand new, but.
It pretty much is.
But it ain't had nothing going down it in years.
Yeah.
And I think they scraped it down to bare concrete. So whenever they started this event, there was no rubber on the track at all. Now, Matt, which owns 860 Performance, bought the Abilene racetrack. So this was their grand opening, and they put on a no prep event. And as much as I wanted to go, I couldn't go because I'm so far behind at the house with maintenance that
the honeydews.
Dude, I actually replaced 10 light fixtures that were burned out in the house.
I'm proud of you.
And I still have other unfinished projects. So the wife told me I need to take care of my home duties.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. That is right. And you know, I did watch it on the live feed though.
Yeah.
And because our guy Kevin Hodge and Shelton were competing.
Yeah.
And actually, I was by that time I had transitioned into cleaning my hot rod shop. So I was out there mopping the floor, and Kevin messaged me and said, "Are you watching this?" And I was like, "No, I'll log on right now." So as I was talking to Kevin, Shelton called him and said, "Hey, we lost front brakes," and they were going into the semis, and Kevin and Shelton came up with, "Well, let's just take the brake pads off the front," and I was like, "That's a terrible idea," and Kevin's like, "No, Shelton said there's plenty of shutdown room. They're just not going to turn it up all the way." And so that really kind of worried me because you're taking off a major safety function there. And it was Kevin against...
That's literally the true meaning of all gas, no brakes.
Yes. And so he had a bye. He actually had a bye into the finals, which was great, but he still made it pass.
Yeah.
I don't think he was throwing everything at it because he was concerned about stopping. But in the finals, Trent Oliver. He was racing Trent Oliver, which is a
big tire
Stefco car. I don't think it's a big tire car.
I think it was.
I don't think so.
I might have looked at it wrong.
It's a small tire car. but Stefko's the tuner of that car, and he's good at what he does. Before the semis, that car wheelied and still outran. I'm talking like at the 330, you could tell he threw some shit at it.
Yeah.
And it stood up, and he took the win. So he had to face Shelton in the finals, and he outran him. You know, Shelton had a good pass. He just didn't have enough power in it, and I think that concern of stopping was probably in there. So Shelton made it to the finals.
Yep.
But took runner up. Congratulations, that's a heck of an accomplishment. Now Sunday. Well, hold on. Saturday, the weather was too bad. It was cold, so they decided to postpone the rest of the race till Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. And Shelton raced Run What You Brung, and he took the win.
Yep, sure did.
And so I think he probably felt a little bit more confident with it. I don't think they were able to get the front brakes fixed because they need some brake lines, which, by the way, they're supposed to contact you with a measurement.
All right.
So follow up on that.
Yeah,
so
I'll call them after this.
Build on some brake lines. So he won Running What You Brung on Sunday. Now, I've been watching this young man. I tend to call them all kids, and I have to remind myself that I'm just old. But I've been watching this young man, Wyatt Roothart. I'm probably saying it wrong. And I met him at Little River. I actually raced his dad in their truck at Ennis 2 years ago. And I met his dad. I like these guys, right?
Yeah.
And so I was at Little River, and Wyatt came running up to me and brought me a shirt. And he said, "Hey, I wanted to give you a shirt." And I liked the way he carried himself and the way he presented himself. And I could tell you he was a respectful young man. And so I've been watching him, right? And the young man, I keep wanting to say kid, can drive. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
And he's up and coming. And so they have a love truck, red love truck. It's a nice truck. I don't know if it's a boosted truck. I don't know if it's I know it's a turbo. I think it may be twin turbos, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I lost train track. Anyway, so this truck's name is Rowdy, right? And it is Rowdy, and it's a cool truck. And so I've been watching him, and on Friday he went to the semifinals in small tire. And he lost against Andy. I don't remember his name. It was Andy something, and it's a blue Trans Am. And let's see, he lost against Andy Willoughby, and that car was running really good. And if I remember correctly, it was Andy against Daddy Dave in the finals, and Daddy Dave went on to win the event, which I kind of feel like Daddy Dave's experience and the type of equipment he has, he was probably.
Yeah.
I would have been surprised if he didn't win that event. You know what I mean? So he was definitely outfitted to take the win of that event. Now on Saturday, I seen a post where Wyatt had done a Christmas tree grudge race there. And against the same guy twice for $500 a pop, and he won both times. So he ended up cleaning up like $1,000 on Saturday playing on the Christmas tree. And then Sunday, he won the tailgate class. So obviously, it kind of shows with this young man. He's sharp. He's on it, and so I've been watching him. It's kind of funny. I pick out kind of like little groups of my favorites that I like to watch and kind of see how they're doing, and he's fell in that category. So congratulations, White, you killed it this weekend, and I was rooting you on from the house.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to get nitrous on that truck.
Definitely.
It needs some boosted
Boost and
juice. Yeah, he could have busted Andy's ass
Oh, yeah.
with just a little bit more, right? So, all right. That kind of covers the events this weekend. I seen that there was a race at in North Carolina.
Yeah.
John Sears put. What race was that?
Carolina Gold.
Carolina Gold. Unfortunately, before the podcast, I didn't get to get over there and kind of look and see who won what.
Yeah.
I'm kind of struggling, guys. We come in and we're trying to get ready for the podcast. You guys that are winning events, like if you contact John,
tell me.
we like to talk about what y'all did, right? So, and we can't watch all of them.
Yeah.
And we are going in race season,
Yeah.
you know. So speaking of that, I am going to talk about events coming up. And so I have Thomas West on hold, waiting to get on this podcast. He's our special guest today. So let's run through these events real quick,
all right,
and then let's get Thomas on here. All right. So upcoming events this week, all week long.
All week. Starting yesterday.
TX2K.
Our favorite.
And it is at Texas Motorplex.
Yep, in our backyard.
Yes. If you've never made TX2K, you have missed out.
You are missing out on a bunch of fun.
Yes. So TX2K. I'm curious, does that cover our face whenever it pops up the banner? Yes? Okay. So you can make it go away now. Cool. All right. So TX2K. I have Aaron over here on... What would you be? The producer. A long time. It started out at Hennessy's track, and then it went to Royal Purple Raceway, and now it's at Texas Motorplex. And so I'm talking, I don't even know how many years. It's been, I bet it's 15, 16 years at least. And Peter puts on a great event. Yesterday was drag race testing, and today's roll race.
Yep.
Today's the roll race. Do you know of any guys we got out there?
Doing the drag race, I do.
Who?
We have White Rice.
Yep.
Eric. Dirty Taco. Jose's gonna be there.
Okay.
Chris Bailey's there with his setup and cars. Z Dong is there also, and
Is it Dong or Home?
Z Dong. I don't
Okay.
know. I know it's Z and then Dong.
I know he's a badass tuner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you got all the Hellcats and stuff. That's what I like. And I think that's all I know.
I'm sure there's more people. Now,
Yeah,
we had a guy come by this week,
Yeah.
and he said he holds the track record at the New Mexico track, and it's a green Supra.
Yep.
And malfunction.
Uh-oh.
Our producer failed us. Should have got a zip tie.
break.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. Wrap it around like this.
Yeah.
Come up. There you go.
There we go.
Give it the old wrap
Hopefully
around.
it reaches. There we go.
Oh, and I'm blind again. All right. So, anyways, do you remember what his name was?
Which one?
They came in here on Monday and I gave him a tour.
Man.
Just threw you under the bus,
Yeah,
didn't I?
I forgot it too.
I'm going to go meet him whenever I go out to
Yeah.
2K later this week.
Yeah.
But it's a green Supra. Money, it would be great to donate to his wife and kids to help him through this time. So we'll come back and we'll post that up here in a little bit. All right. So Mr. Whipple's No Prep, Thursday the 20th, Saturday the 22nd. That's going to be a big race. I've been watching a bunch of names dropping. There's going to be some good racers there. Big Jake's. Now, Big Jake's March Mania, March 27th through 29th at Extreme Raceway Park in Ferris, Texas. That's going to be a huge race. It is. That's weird. Look what it's doing. That's going to be I think it's like 150 or 200K to win.
Yeah.
Is it 200?
He's got it up there. He's doing good.
And it is monsters. I mean, the guys that are racing in this race, I promise you, the stands are going to be packed.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and the starter
These are
line's
gonna
going
hold
to be
back.
insane.
We're gonna
So
send it.
yes, we will be there with the Nitrous Outlet trailer. Speaking of Nitrous Outlet trailer, TX2K, our trailer's there filling bottles
Yes,
and
sir.
got part cells and our racer support trailer's there. So and it will be at House of Hook. I'm sorry, it will be at Big